So today I'm going to be servicing my transfer case on this E53 X5. The instructions are pretty much the same on the first generation X3 and probably some of the E90 xDrive models. Essentially, there's a drain bolt that I'm going to access. I'm going to drain the fluid, and then I'm going to fill it with BMW Power Divider Oil TF0870. Very awesome stuff. It'll take about 1 quart or 1 liter of this stuff, and but for now I've got my oil drain pan. I just did an oil change, it's a little dirty. And next I'm going to get my 17 millimeter open-end wrench, or box wrench, and I'm going to find the transfer case, which is right underneath towards the driver's side of the car. And I'm going to locate, here's the drain. Oh, there we get it, fit focus. That's the drain, and the fill is on the front side. And where is that? It's right there. Right there. But before I undo the drain, I'm going to check to make sure that I can open up the fill. So I'm going to put my wrench on there, and then I'm going to loosen it up. It was a 17 millimeter. It's actually 16 millimeter, both drain and fill plug. Now, depending on if your car was serviced or not, I think my previous service guy over-tightened these things because I had a really hard time loosening the bolts. Also, because of the space, you're not really going to be able to fit anything other than one of these open-ended or box wrenches in here, because there's not a lot of room to fit a socket and a socket wrench up there. Anyway, I cracked open or cracked loose the drain bolt. I promise I did. I gotta find my crack it loose. Now, I'm also gonna collect a sample of this too. I don't know how to do this one-handed, but this is everything. Alright, pretty clear fluid. Got a lot on me. And then I'm going to fill it up. So now that I've got the drain bolt removed, I removed the old crush washer. And now when you buy the fluid, it really makes sense to get a couple of extra of these crush rings, crush washers. I bought a pack of 20 because they're 19 cents each, and they're at least for me, because I have an E46, I have an E30, and I have an E53. These crush washers are used on pretty much all the cars, so for me I can use them almost universally. Anyway, I've got the drain plug back on. I'm going to just clean it off a little bit before I put it back on. And according to the Bentley transfer case service, says the tightening torque is 24 pounds-feet. I'm telling you, that's not what it was when it was tightened. The previous guy must have used a lug nut wrench or something like that. Anyway, so I got this back on there. I'm going to close this back up by screwing this. Okay, so I've put that back on. Try to clean it up a little bit. I like to spray things down with Simple Green so that I could make sure it's not dirty for next time, and also let me know when I have a leak and that it wasn't oil or fluid that dripped out when I did some service. Alright, so I bought a simple hand pump. I've used it before for doing transmission fluid flushes and differential flushes. I tried to clear out the old fluid, screwed it into the top of the Power Divider Oil, and I've got the fill plug off, and I have a new copper crush washer ring thing on. So I'm going to snake behind here with one hand, try to be clean, take the fun end, let's see if I can get it, fun end of this, insert into the hole. Futz around with it. I always have a hard time getting things in there. Good. And next, I'm going to use one hand and pump the fluid and that's it. I'm going to do that till I practically run out, or it starts to run out of the drain hole, the fill hole rather. So I finished filling the fluid in there, started to drip out, and I put the fill bolt back in, tightened to 24 pounds-feet, I think is what it was. And now I'm going to begin the reset procedure using the laptop and some software. So depending on, once you finish having the car scan everything, if you jump over to the next screen, you'll see this diagnosis symptom selection. So from here I'm going to go to function selection, and I'm going to go to service functions, and then drive, and then transmission control VTG, this thing is really touchy. Come on, do it. Do it. Okay, and then go to oil change. Or test schedule, I think. Okay, test oil change. So I hit next over here. By next I meant the little arrow down there. So oil, it says change to oil as described. Yep. Do not start engine, press right arrow key. So I did all the oil change already. And now it's going to adapt the transfer case. I hear the transfer case making sounds. And that's it. And I hit next. Hit next. Yes. All values set to 0. Hit next. Excellent. So hit next. Cool. And now I'm done. So next we'll end the test module. Perfect. And now I'm done. And that's how you reset your adaptions on your transfer case when you do a fluid change.